What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. Just watched Scream 7. Big fan of the Scream franchise. And I'm mixed on this movie. First of all, I've watched some reviews where people say it's terrible. I don't think this is a terrible movie. I don't. I think that there's a lot to like here. Especially up to the Ghostface reveal. A lot to like here. A lot of good creative kills. A lot of tense moments. Neve Campbell brings it as Sidney Prescott. Isabel May is great. She was great in the Yellowstone prequel, and she's proving very much that she's a very good actress. She was great in this. The Ghostbusters chick, what's her name? Oh, why can't her name come to me? The girl from Ghostbusters who played Egon's granddaughter. Why is her name escaping me? Anyway, she was in this barely. she had the Sarah Michelle Gellar role from Scream 2. Yeah, some really good kills here. Some great tension. Some good performances. Some interesting ideas. And I call them ideas because let's just talk about the Ghostface reveal. I'm not going to say who the killers were, but the Ghostface reveals are the most random things ever. Like, they had an opportunity to do something interesting. To do something as interesting with Stu Macher, one of the killers from the first movie. They had the opportunity here to do something interesting with him, and they set everything up to do the interesting thing. The whole movie was about, what if Stu Macher was alive? They had an opportunity, and they did not capitalize on it. Instead, our reveal is random. Nobody cares who the killers were. The killers were barely in the movie. Of course we would have never guessed who they were because they weren't in the movie. One of them was in one scene. The other one was in one scene. And the other one popped up a few times. But who cares? So I guess you can make the argument that I have spoiled that Stu Macher's not the killer. Yeah, he's not the killer. He should have been. They set the whole movie up to make him the killer, but he's not the killer. Instead, we get two people who were barely in the movie, popped up for one scene, and one person who was stupid. And the whole motive for the killers was stupid. The motive was stupid. So, yeah. 2/3 of this was a really good Scream movie, and I'm not kidding. 2/3 of it had great kills, good acting. The opening of the movie was good. The daughter from Landman, she was in the opening, and it was a good opening. And the way that they established the opening and set it up was all good. The opening would have made sense had everything they teased throughout the whole movie come to fruition, but it didn't. So the opening makes no sense. The whole thing was, let's trick Sidney into thinking Stu's still alive. Won't that be cool? No, it wasn't. It's like you pretended to give fans what they've been wanting, and then you said, never mind. Never mind, fans. You don't get that. It's just, oh, man. This was a case of, I know Kevin Williamson was one of the writers on this. This was a case of the writers thinking they were being thinking they were being clever. Thinking they were smarter than the fans. You're not. Fans aren't going to like this. Kevin Williamson, I know that you wrote Scream, you wrote Scream 2, you wrote Scream 4. I know that you are heavily involved in the Scream franchise. But I'm telling you, fans aren't going to like this. You're wrong on this one. You're wrong. Fans are going to like, I honestly think a lot of fans are going to like the first half of this movie, the first 2/3 of this movie. I really think a lot of fans are going to like it. But I think nobody's going to like the Ghostface reveal in the end. I think nobody's going to like it because it was weak, it was stupid, it was moronic, it was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in a Scream movie. Fans aren't going to like this. They're not going to like the ending. This movie's, and here's the thing, this movie's going to make bank. There's controversy surrounding this movie. Neve Campbell is back. Everybody knows Matthew Lillard is back. This movie's going to make bank. And the fact that it's going to make bank is going to send the wrong message to studios. The message is going to be, fans don't mind paying for garbage. And maybe garbage is too harsh. Like I said, I liked the first half of this, the first 2/3 of this. I did. I was having a great time. And then the Ghostface reveal happened, and I was like, this is stupid. Literally, the whole movie, I'm having a great time. Some of it's a little generic, but man, some of it's really, really good. And then the Ghostface reveal happens, and I was just like, what? Because it was stupid. All right. That's all I've got. If you're a fan of Scream, there's fun to be had here. There is. If you're a fan of the Scream franchise, there's fun to be had here. There's some good kills. Neve Campbell brings it. Isabel May is great. It's cool seeing Matthew Lillard back, even though he's not really back. There's some fun references to earlier movies. Let's see, Scream is referenced, Scream 2 is referenced, Scream 3 is referenced. I think Scream 4 is referenced. Scream 5 is referenced, Scream 6 is referenced several times. So yeah, all the movies are represented here. Except maybe Scream 4. I can't remember them representing Scream 4. Either way, I said there's fun to be had here. Courtney Cox is... She shows up, she disappears for a long time, she shows up, and then she disappears for the rest of the movie. I think Courtney Cox's character's played out. I do. There's nothing for her to do here. I don't even think Courtney Cox had an interaction with Ghostface in this movie. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think Courtney Cox even had one interaction with Ghostface in this movie. I don't think so. There's no reason for her to be there. You could have cut her and Chad and Mindy out, and the movie would have been the exact same movie. There would have been nothing changed, nothing different. They were there because they had to be there. And that's a bad reason to put characters in a movie. Well, they got to be there, so they're going to be there. That's dumb. All right. Like I said, there's fun to be had here, but man, oh man, oh man. That third act was terrible. And if you're not a fan of Scream movies, I don't think this is going to win you over. All right. That's all I got. Subscribe to my channel. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.